Shalom, shalom. All praises and glory belong to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. Double honors unto the elders and to the apostles of Great Stone. And salutations to the hopefully elect, alright, the men that are pushing this word out in truth and in sincerity. Alright, this is the brother Yakal coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. Alright, and this lesson is entitled, basically as the article says, government to use facial recognition to track criminals. This was published by the Chronicles newspaper on January 15. Alright, so basically we're seeing a push. Should we call this step 2 or phase 2? No. Alright, but we're seeing a push, because recently we've been seeing a push for a more cashless society, a more cashless way of doing transactions and things, where persons are, where the government, rather, has been pushing people to use, the Mobile Money Guyana app, alright, more and more, and from the Mobile Money Guyana app is basically pushing towards a cashless society, the one world order that the one world order, that society whereby, Salakia for stuttering a bit, get distracted because I'm seeing some some stuff going on. Alright, but nonetheless, so from the push for a more cashless society, a more cashless way of doing transaction, now we're seeing more and more introduction of more and more technologies, alright, and biometrics, So should we call this phase 2? Should we call this step 2? Alright, because we're getting closer and closer, to that time where they're gonna introduce this MOTB, alright, and they're gonna make it mandatory. The scripture tell you that's prophecy. Alright, for a matter of fact, that's what we're looking forward to. But anyways though, I wanna jump into this and get hit a few points, right? So it says, in an holistic approach toward enhancing national security, the government will soon be rolling out a comprehensive biometrics project aimed at tracking and locating criminals in Guyana through facial recognition. Alright, now it goes on to say Vice President Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, during a recent press conference, disclosed that this initiative, which forms part of the government's master plan for improving security, signifies a strategic shift towards technology-driven crime prevention and law enforcement. Alright, so that's the whole aim, alright, because guess what? In order for this MOTB to become mandatory and for them to push it here in Guyana, alright, Guyana needs to develop more technology-wise. Guyana needs to develop more technology-wise, alright? I believe it was in 2020, the reports were that Guyana was basically 8 years behind in technology compared to the rest of the Caribbean. Alright, so you could imagine how far behind Guyana is compared, to the so-called first world countries. Alright, so they're basically pushing that, like I mentioned, the push of the more cashless way of doing transactions, whether it be via card, whether it be via the mobile money app, the Mobile Money Guyana app. Alright, now it goes on to say plan for improving security signifies a strategic shift towards technology-driven crime prevention and law enforcement. VP Jagdeo outlined a multifaceted approach to modernize the security in the country and said that a pivotal component of this plan is the construction of a state-of-the-art breakdown police station, which draws inspiration from renowned institutions like Scotland Yard. The new 12-story building, with a price tag of US 28 million, will serve as the nerve center for crime fighting across Guyana and will be equipped with cutting-edge facilities and technology. All right. So, hey, that's the plan. The plan is to have the headquarters rather, to be fully decked out with technology. All right, and not only the headquarters, but the plan is to upgrade all of the police stations as well. You know, because guess what? In a time of martial law, hey, the military and the police have to be on point. They need to have certain equipments. They need to be, up to a certain standard. All right, and hey, guess what? This also gonna play a big part in it. With the facial recognition and whatnot, because now guess what they're gonna be doing? They're gonna start collecting your information, which they already have. When you do your national identification card, when you do your driver's license, and every time you go to update your driver's license, or when it expires and you need to renew it, guess what? They take a fresh picture of you, so they also want to keep that database up to date. So at any point in time, they could reference your picture, which when you go into data machine learning, and these things and algorithms, you see how they train these computers, to detect images. All right, and that's how they're gonna use your photos and these different things, your photos rather, to boost this face recognition software that they're using. All right, that's the next reason too why, hey, don't be posting a whole lot on social media. All right, because you're just making Esau's job way easier. You're posting pictures in all different angles and all different way, on Facebook, on Instagram, on your WhatsApp status in these different places. Hey, this man is basically storing your information to, run his technology. All right, but it goes down to say, addressing the need for an integrated security infrastructure, Jagdeo said it is not just a building we're putting up, it is a plan that we're rolling out. All right, because the plan is to have an integrated security infrastructure where it integrates globally. All right, going back to that one world order, but also it also need to integrate, with different facets of the society. So not only it integrates globally, but integrates with your education system, with your medical faculties, so everything gonna be seamless, everything gonna be in one basically. And that's where that MOTB, the MOTB, the CIP gonna come into play, because it's gonna be that central piece of a central device that's gonna house every single thing. That's gonna be the connecting piece. All right, it says let me skip a couple of pieces. Yeah, it says, jumping down, right, it says, furthermore, Vice President Jagdeo shed light on the ongoing efforts to bolster security measures, including the implementation of security cameras with facial recognition software. Presently, the government is actively working on biometric project that aims to track every individual with a criminal record in Guyana using facial recognition. Hey, and we see that this was being done, basically what they're doing, they're testing this thing out on criminals, right? But in China, they have their system is so comprehensive, is that it tracks and identifies persons that have and have not a criminal record. All right, and it's the same thing that's coming to Guyana. It's not nothing different, you know. And America and Jamaica and the Caribbean, you know, the different countries in Africa, you know, the same thing is going to be, you know, globally or worldwide. That's the aim of this man, Issa Edom. All right, but right now in Guyana, they're already testing this on persons with criminal records. We're already putting in security cameras with facial recognition software. We're working on a biometric project that would allow us to know every criminal in Guyana who has a record and can pinpoint where they are at any moment in time. All right, now one of the things that we are also aware of is, recently, or not recently, you know, a couple of years back, there was a prison break here in Guyana. All right, and within a couple of hours, they were able to identify each and every single one of the prisoners. Right now, we personally believe that they had implanted that MOTB in these prisoners. All right, and they were able to track them and locate them. It could have been, you know, a test run basically. All right, now again, the scriptures say what? That we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. All right, because the scripture also tell you in Amos chapter 3 and 7, it says the Most High will do nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto the servants of prophets. So guess what? By carefully paying attention to what's going on, you know, the Most High will give you that inspiration and show you, you know, what this man is up to. All right, you know, so there's a lot more on this article, but you know, I'll put it in the description box. But it's you know, we just providing a quick update on, you know, putting this in the actually, let me read this part. It says, in addition to biometric facial recognition, Guyana is employing various other technologies to combat crime. These include smart city surveillance cameras, in which the government has operationalized high-tech surveillance cameras capable of performing face and car license recognition. This system is aimed to enhancing the capacity of the police and ensure prompt and efficient public security service. Another one is implementing the smart policing systems, which involve the use of information technology to assist police planners in mapping crimes and utilizing analytics as a crime fighting tool. Additionally, one of the major undertakings in the smart policing system is the implementation of a digital platform for ticketing, which is directly related to law enforcement efforts. You know, like I say, right, it's basically that boost in technology that is going to be necessary, you know, to ensure that the MOTB could integrate seamlessly. Right, because if the technology is not on that level, you know, then it's gonna be, you know, patchy. All right, you know, so Lord's willing that, you know, this information that's brought out, you know, shed some insight on what's going on down here in Guyana. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makah Kodash, double honors unto the elders and to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, shalom.